And welcome to another video by SmartPath Tutoring, GCSE Physics. Today's video is about calculating forces. Use scale drawings to find resultant forces. Draw all the forces acting on an object to scale tip to tail. Then draw a straight line from the start of the first force to the end of the last force. This is the resultant force. Measure the length of the resultant force on the diagram to find the magnitude and the angle to find the direction of the force. An object is in equilibrium if the forces on it are balanced. If all of the forces acting on an object combine to give a resultant force of 0, the object is in equilibrium. On a scale diagram, this means that the tip of the last force you draw should end where the tail of the first force you drew begins. For example, for 3 forces, the scale diagram will form a triangle. You might be given forces acting on an object and told to find a missing force, given that the object is in equilibrium. To do this, draw out the forces you do know to scale and tip to tail. Join the end of the last force to the start of the first force. This line is the missing force, so you can measure its size and direction. You can split a force into components. Not all forces act horizontally or vertically, some act as awkward angles. To make these easier to deal with, they can be split into 2 components at right angles to each other, usually horizontal and vertical. Acting together, these components have the same effect as the single force. You can resolve a force, split it into components by drawing it on a scale grid. Draw the force to scale and then add the horizontal and vertical components along the grid lines. Then you can just measure them. Thank you for listening.